So last time, you guys we were in mid-combat, but
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. We have
what?
some reminders to go over.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I'm copying and I'm pasting them over to the general chat. Most important ones being that the melees all have one soak from the shield that they have.
Yep.
The Doom Drill is still terrorizing the bad guys.
Yep.
Radio calling for help, got snared and is covered in wire, is on the floor.
Yep.
Left guy with Marcus still hasn't reloaded. And Legacy just unlocked the crane game with a giant magnet, and she just dropped one on top of the other in front of Lockhart.
Yes, and they are both prone.
And then Lockhart and Marcus have blue, Cosmic has 2 blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Legacy, don't forget about that coolant Red Bull.
I don't know when it'll come up, but it'll come up eventually.
Eventually.
Okay. So, Legacy just had her turn dropping the 2 guys. So it will be an enemy turn now. And I removed the combat markers, so it's less confusing. The first guy to go is going to be... Let's do this guy. I'm okay with this guy going first. This dude way in the back here, who is currently not being harassed by anyone except the drill thing, he is going to use his action to shoot the drill thing. Which I don't think he can miss, but I will roll it just to be safe. Okay. Yeah, so he points the gun down and just erases this drill thing. It just scatters into 2 different pieces, and the scattered pieces land and crash against the wall and break in half even more.
No!
The drill bit is gone.
Rip.
He, shoots it, he's like, fuck this thing! And then he looks around at, and he sights you, Kaya. But that will be... actually... Yeah, he's gonna move behind this crate. Because he's got a maneuver left. And that will be his turn. Next enemy is gonna be the guy in front of Marcus, because the other 2 guys are stunned, so I'm making them go last. This guy in front of Marcus is going to abandon the gun, and instead go for a combat knife. And he is going to try and just stab Marcus. And he'll use his maneuver to get a blue rather than try to run. He gets 1 damage in. Or not 1 damage, 1 success. That's going to be 6 soak plus 1 for 7. And he has 7 damage, pierce 1. No, 6 damage, pierce 1. So no damage. It exactly cancels out. So he goes with the knife and tries to get Marcus in the gut, spins it around and goes for a stab, and then Marcus catches his arm. And Marcus can knife fight very well, because he doesn't have to worry about his arms getting cut up in the same way that a normal person would have to worry about it. So he's able to defend against a knife strike very, very efficiently. But this dude and Marcus are in, a grapple as he's just trying to get at Marcus with this knife. Next up, who claims the slot?
I don't really have a claim to a specific slot. I would just like to have Kaya go right before Marcus to give him the extra advantage on his combat check.
Lockhart?
I'll let them go first, because, the other 2 are stunned. As long as I go before them, I'm good.
If you... Okay. Then...
I think one of them is going to be going...
Hold on. If you
Hold
want
on.
to go before both of the other two, you have
Yeah.
to go in this turn.
Yeah.
Because they're the only two left.
Yeah,
One of
there's
these
two
two
slots
turns
left.
needs to be you.
Oh, my bad. Understood.
You could go after this person, but one of these 2 turns are going to be yours.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take the turn. Sorry about that. I misunderstood.
Okay.
You have the floor.
Open my sheet. Well, shit. I guess I'll just.
They are still prone in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. And one. Yeah, I was gonna say axe kick.
Axe kick.
What kind of roll would that be? The brass knuckle?
Yeah, I would assume brass knuckle roll, or just, I mean, it's just your foot, so I assume you could do an unarmed strike if you wanted to. But you get an extra blue because they are on the ground and in front of you.
Okay. Roll blue.
Is that including the one she has already?
Yeah, so you'd have 2 blue.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. How many purple?
Just 2.
Just 2? Okay.
Free success. Where are you hitting?
The one on top. So I'm assuming this one here.
Yep.
The one on top of the pile.
Yep.
Just got airlifted to that spot.
Mm-hmm. How much damage?
I can add stun quality to my brawl checks.
Okay.
So 2 plus coordination, which is 3. Yeah. So 5 stun on the top guy.
Gotcha. So these guys don't have strain.
Ah, oh well.
But I will count 5 stun as giving you an additional blue if you strike him again.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
But you swing your foot up and bring the foot down on his head, on the helmet, and you put a serious dent in the helmet, like your boot crashes against it and caves in part of it. It's not enough to say you squished his head, but you definitely rung the bell real hard for a total of 9 damage. So I can't do math. 3 there. He's not looking good, but you have a maneuver.
And that you can also spend strain to turn into another action if you want.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh. 2 strain.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck it.
Do you get 2 strain to get another maneuver or another action?
I thought you could get another action in Genesys. I might be wrong.
I thought it was just a maneuver. I thought it was just maneuver stuff.
Not bad then.
It's okay.
Oh, then never mind.
Just maneuver.
Never mind. Maneuver. What was that?
Go guarded.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
If you want to stay engaged with these guys, you can use a guarded stance and then impose a black on them.
Okay, yeah, I'll go guarded stance then.
Okay. Let me put... Is there a shield? Yeah, let's do this one.
Oh, I have defensive stance for that, actually.
What does that do?
So there we go.
Extra?
Here.
Guarded, but better.
Once per round, you can perform a defensive stance maneuver, suffer a number of strain to upgrade the difficulty to all incoming melee attacks equal to the number.
Oh. So you upgrade the difficulty.
Oh, that's...
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And I have
Okay.
three ranks of it. So.
Okay, so it's red purple for them.
How much do you upgrade it by?
So for number of strain, so it's upgraded by. I have 3 rings, so.
It's upgraded 3 times?
Yep.
Holy shit, that's red purple.
Holy shit.
Yay.
Okay.
That'll be my
All right. Okay, so that's your turn. Next up, Kaya, do you want this one?
Sure, unless Legacy you got something you want to do.
I already went this round, remember?
Oh yeah, right.
So it's you and the NPCs left.
Right, okay.
Cosmic
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do anything until one of those fuckers stand up.
Mm-hmm.
True. Understood. So, I will have Kaya hop in. I don't have a token select. There we go. Kaya hops back into gear. Sees her drill got blown to fucking pieces. She was hoping it'd last a little longer. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Man, I know what I want to do with my maneuver, just not my action. Alright, what kind of bullshit can I pull here?
There's plenty of stuff on the shelves.
Like what?
Tools, boxes, equipment.
You're in a mechanical warehouse. Use your imagination.
Yep.
Okay. So, for a mechanical warehouse, there's tools and stuff all about. Are there jumper cables?
There's something that I think would be equivalent to jumper cables, sure.
So, you know those, like, I forgot what they're called. Those, like, the kind of ropey things with, like rocks or something at the ends with, like, weights that people use to try and trip people up?
Oh, like a bola? Bolas?
Yeah!
Yeah.
So, Kaya gets some magnets and a couple of jumper cables. Because, you know, the cables have the metal clamps at the ends. But she puts magnet on the end of it. Could she use her action to try and trip this guy up?
I will say you can use an action to make bolas and not yet throw them.
Fair enough.
But I will let you, if you take 2 strain, I will let you use your whole turn to make them and throw them, but you can't move.
I will just make them.
Okay.
Mechanics?
Yeah, roll me a mechanics check at 2 purple.
2 purple. And let me double check how many ranks of inventor I have. 2. So it's going to be 2 blue added on.
Five successes and 4 advantage. I will say with that many successes, you can save some time and make them and throw them.
Oh, let's fucking go! Bet. What do I roll to throw it?
For throwing something, it's gonna be ranged light.
Range light. Heard. How many purples?
Throwing them at this guy, because Marcus is in the way, I will say it will be 2 purple. Because you're trying not to hit Marcus.
Yeah, that is the intention here. Alright. Finky's crust. Oh wait, I have the. Can I use the advantages from the previous check?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm letting the extra successes and advantages count towards finishing it faster.
Heard.
Okay, 5 successes. I guess God said you're gonna throw some bolas.
Let's fucking go.
So you spin up, you grab 2 magnets out of your arm, and this a long cable structure or thing from the shelf, and slap the magnets onto the end. Careful not to let them touch to each other so that they don't stick, but you spin it and get it spinning in a big loop and toss it. Marcus sees what's going on out of the corner of his eye and lifts up his leg and like kind of shifts to the side a little bit, and the bolus will swing around the dude's feet, and now he cannot move, or if he tries to move, it will take him 2 strain, or he'll have to roll a check, and if he fails the check, he'll fall over. So he is basically stuck in place.
Bet. Gonna use coordinated assault for my maneuver, so Marcus is gonna get an extra advantage to his combat check.
Okay. An extra advantage, not a blue. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be guy on top who's going first. Guy on top is not feeling great. He's going to use a maneuver to stand up. I don't know if using a maneuver is just enough to stand up, or if he can stand up and move a little bit.
Moving from prone to standing is considered a full maneuver.
Gotcha. Okay. So he clambers off the dude and stands up, and he will right himself. And then he will use his action to I'm gonna roll a d20. Hold on. He's going for his radio. This guy's radio is knocked around and on the ground, but he goes to his radio, and he is going to radio for help. He just basically hits the button and starts screaming into the radio.
Incoherent.
Yeah, it's a little bit of incoherent babble. But that will be his turn. It's going to be Cosmic's turn, because Cosmic is going before Vengetti for sure. So Cosmic sees the dude stand, but he's kind of blocked by these boxes and crates. So Cosmic is going to use a maneuver to run up here, and then Cosmic will use a maneuver and two strain to get a maneuver, and he is going to run here, and then run over here to get around the boxes. Cosmic is quite fast. He's very, very lithe.
God damn.
But he'll dart all the way across the room, and as he rounds the corner, he sights the dude downrange of his gun, and Cosmic is going to take 2 shots.
He has 2 blues.
That's it. He has 2 blues.
And the guy that he is aiming at already has a fucking hole through his hand.
Yep.
Cosmic
So
shot the gun out of his hand last time.
We're gonna see how hard this. Do these guys have defense? No, they don't.
Can get him, Marcus.
Cosmic. Marcus is next.
Fuck.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. No, it's not a lot of advantages, but a lot of successes. A shit ton of successes. So Cosmic rounds the corner and sights the dude downrange, and you hear pop, pop. And Lockhart, you see one bullet hit the side of the helmet and cause the dude's head to turn slightly, and then another bullet go shoot into the helmet. And the dude just crumples.
Phew.
And
Cosmic
we
just
didn't want
killed
to
a
see
man.
Cosmic.
Cosmic is really good at shooting, but he is only just now shot a person to death.
Holy shit! Well, you know what? We're gonna sell those space rocks, and we're going to get therapy for everyone.
So that's Cosmic's turn.
Marcus.
It's going to be Marcus next.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus is face to face with this dude. Marcus is going to use a maneuver to. Hold on, let me mark this dude as dead.
Break the knife.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's what I want. Marcus is going
Bullshit.
to use a maneuver to give himself a blue. And he is going to try to just maul this dude.
Oh, he also already has a blue.
Yeah, so he'll get another blue.
2 blues. Let's go.
And then he gets 1 advantage. There we go. There we go. A lot of advantage. That's enough for a crit. So Marcus, like, keeping the knife at bay, using the stuff that Lockhart taught him, he will he like goes in, does a like a whirlwind motion with his arms, and he will knock the knife up and loosen the guy, or knock the knife out of the dude's grip, and then grab it and then shunt it down into the dude's leg, like above where some armor padding is on his legs. And that's gonna be, yeah, that'll take this guy down. He's already at 5 wounds. So Marcus like hits him with that, and the dude immediately, like, you can't see him go white in the face because of the helmet, but he like goes for his leg and then stumbles backwards, and he'll just fall back and is like groveling in the ground, just grabbing his leg. The knife is all the way up to the hilt, like shunted all the way into his knee.
Oh!
There is a nice clean break in that bone now.
That is bad. That is permanent damage.
Career-ending injury right there.
Yep. He was kind of, he couldn't really move because his legs were kind of roped up, and then he got shanked in the leg. It's a bad time. But that's Marcus's turn, so now we're going to the last guy, who is going to use his maneuver to stand up. Oh, stand up. He's going to stand up, sees his buddy is down, and he is going to go for a sidearm. And he is going to try to he's going to try to shoot you, Lockhart, point blank. Which I think makes the check more difficult.
Yeah, so it would be two purple.
Yep.
But then you have to contest.
Upgrade it 3 times.
I'm assuming because this would be a ranged light.
Yep. So, alarmingly good roll. A combination of good on his end and bad for the reds and purples. He has not succeeded, though. He has 1 failure. So just a standard failure. He pulls out the gun and just goes pop, pop, taking 2 or 3 shots at you, but not, like, hitting you. But that will be his turn, because he used his maneuver to stand. So, at the bottom of the round, it's Bengetti, who is going to use his maneuver to run over here, slide across these boxes, and get behind cover, and hide.
Good job.
He's doing his job. That's all he needs to do.
Top of initiative.
Do you guys?
Who's going first?
Do you guys want delivery?
It's DiGiorno.
Do you guys want delivery?
More like, do you want to deliver?
I don't have to go first if you don't want me to.
My only desire is to go right before Marcus. I don't care when.
You can go ahead. If you're depositing the enemy at Lockhart's feet, like, she's not going to complain.
I'm gonna take the magnet that was over here above Lockhart, or we're gonna go pick this one up.
Magnet just rolls over, passing over a bunch of stuff, and as it rolls over him and activates, you see that this dude just, like, he was going to reload his gun, so he has a magazine in one hand and the gun in the other, and the magazine gets sucked out of his hand, and then the gun gets yanked up, and the strap is around his arm, so it doesn't get pulled out, but he starts to slowly lift off the ground. He's like, "Whoa, whoa," and then sticks to the top of the magnet.
Does the drill also get picked up?
part of the drill does. One of the broken drills just kind of like gets slurped up in there.
Now we're gonna start moving it back over here. Though I don't know that she can technically
Same.
in the same round.
I'll say that you can get him. You can hang him over the area.
No, is it like? So what part of him is sticking to the magnet? Is it like back against it? Is it just like the head and shoulders? Like,
It's like
thumbs.
It's I don't remember the thumbs. Oh, I remember. I remember the thumbs, but I don't remember how they're moved around. But he's kind of stuck in like a kind of cartoonish stick figure hangman kind of way. Like the magnet is here, right? And then you have his head, and then you have his arms. So he's kind of stuck by the giant helmet on the top of his head.
ooh.
One arm partially trapped by the gun strap.
Yeah, like he's awkwardly hung by his head and his arm. And I'll say like just so it's not the magnet's not directly over this guy because it would also grab him. It's like moving towards him. And it's like in transit right here, but he is going to be over top of this person.
Fucking clown ass bullshit is great.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Then at the top of the round, I'm going to make Magnet Guy go last because I'm not sure what he can do. This dude is done.
There's only the one directly in front of Lockhart left.
Yeah, it's just him. So this dude is going to. He sees the dude on a magnet, and you can't see the facial expression of him because of the helmet. But he's like you see him clock something above and behind your head, and he is going to run backwards. He's going to get here, and he is going to shoot again at you, Lockhart. Which I think the check is still difficult for him.
Yep.
It's upgraded 3 times.
Yep.
Until her next
So
turn.
1, 2, 3. One of those and one of those. So we're gonna roll this. 2 reds is a hell of a lot of reds. Okay, that is still a failure. Just a standard failure. Again, he takes a few more shots, misses over and over and over, and just riddling the walls and the area behind and to your right and left, Lockhart, just getting sprayed with bullets. But that's his turn because he didn't really do anything else. So it will be Magnet Guy, who is currently unable to shoot. And I am going to... He's going to try to athletics his way out of the magnet. He's going to try to push himself off of the magnet.
Just take the helmet off.
That's true. He could just take the helmet off. That actually makes way more sense. He's going to take the helmet off.
He just drops.
He's going... He, like, clicks... He reaches down to underneath his arms, and he clicks the whole... like... strap that holds the helmet and shoulder like thing to his torso, and he clips one and then starts to sag a little bit and clips the other, and he will fall and land behind you, Lockhart. The only thing he has on him is potentially a knife on his leg, but I don't know if that. Yeah, he will use the maneuver to stand up. And that is his turn, because he can't do much else. I'll say that he can draw the knife. So he has a knife in hand. But that will be it for him. So, who's next?
Lockhart kill.
Lockhart?
Lockhart, want to bring it home?
I'm concerned that Cosmic is over here.
Cosmic
Yep.
go next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, See, the thing is, he's not wearing a helmet anymore.
Yep.
That's just
That
It's
soap
just
went
easy.
down.
just literally freaking goes straight for the face.
Go
Got
for
helmet
it.
hair and everything.
Probably do the palm up against the nose type
Ooh.
attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let's roll.
Are you going to maneuver aim? So give yourself a blue.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And what's the difficulty? Still 2?
2 purple.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I have anything to add to this.
Oh, because he has the knife out, it does have a defensive quality, so you get 1 black.
1 black? Okay.
That's all he's got.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. Hey.
Yep.
And just for good measure, I will use Lucky Strike.
What does Lucky Strike do?
More damage.
More damage.
Okay.
When I make a successful combat attack, I can use a story point to add damage equal to my character's rank in Brawl. To 1.
Okay. So how much extra damage is that? 5 or some shit?
4.
4. Okay. So you're dealing 13 damage. This dude, believe it or not, this dude was not wounded, but with all of his soak, even with all of his soak, he will take exactly enough wounds to knock him out.
Hey!
Let's
He
go!
has a soak of 6. So you just
Damn.
fucking
Yeah.
crunch and hit him square in the face. And it is precisely measured. It is a perfectly measured strike because you had enough force to crush his silly face and make him unconscious, but you know for sure that he is not dead.
Perfect.
This dude, kaput.
And I will take 2 strain to move.
Okay. Interpose yourself between this guy and Cosmic.
I'm gonna, so I'm more lined up.
Yeah. Okay.
No bum rushing the gunner.
That's your turn?
Yep. That's my turn. Let me take that.
Okay.
Turn.
Kaya, do you want turn?
I feel like Cosmic can go.
Cosmic? Alright.
Yeah. Kaya's gonna spend a bunch of shit just to get over there.
Cosmic is going to aim at this dude, and he's not going to fire, but Cosmic will hold his action so that if this dude moves, he will shoot. And Cosmic is going to try to coerce him.
Oh?
So it's going to be coerce against this dude's discipline, which is 3. Cosmic is pretty evenly matched. 1 success and 1 threat. So Cosmic points the gun at the dude, and Lockhart, you slide out from around the corner in front of him, and then Cosmic will point. He doesn't say anything. He points at the gun, or points with his gun, and then makes eye contact with the dude, and then does the thing where he points the barrel of the gun away, just like points it onto the ground, as if he's trying to inform the dude, like, toss your weapon. And the dude hesitates for a second, and then he complies. He tosses his handgun onto the ground. And that's combat.
Let's fucking go.
That's the guy who lost the radio initially, correct?
The guy who died, I believe, was the guy who lost the radio, right? No. Yeah, the guy you're standing in front of? Yeah, it was that guy. That guy was the one who had the radio initially.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yep. He puts his hands up.
Kicks weapon away.
Cosmic will... What did you say?
Helmets off.
He scrambles for the straps to the helmet and will unclip them and then pull the helmet and toss it onto the ground. Beneath the helmet is a dude who is like curly black hair, kind of scraggly, not goatee, unshaven.
Pops up from behind, or she is hidden before she stands up and starts walking. We're good, right? I didn't miss anybody.
We believe that was everyone.
Cool. Spaghetti.
This dude over here, and Getty will tiptoe out from behind. Is it over?
Now.
In the corner, there's a dude who's just like, because he just got stabbed in the kneecap.
Marcus, you might want to just knock him out.
Marcus hesitates.
You probably should. He's probably going to pass out anyway soon from the pain, so...
The dude is, grabbing his knee, and Marcus just goes, I'm sorry, and the dude's just like, don't kill me, just don't kill me, and then Marcus just fucking pivots on his heel and cracks this dude across the jaw. There's a pretty good amount of blood coming out of that dude's knee.
DM, is he gonna die?
He's not... If you left him here, he would die.
Huh.
Just fucking tourniquet the leg and leave him.
Yeah. Can kinda tourniquet the leg.
Yeah, are you using your own medical supplies to do that? Or are you gonna look for some, wires and cables to tourniquet it with just spare shit?
You know what? Spare shit, yeah.
Okay.
She thinks about it around on the shelf. And it's like, no, I gotta save that for people I actually like.
It takes a quick rummage through some of the shelves here, and you can find some cabling that's thin enough and flexible enough that you can tie it really tight and tourniquet the leg. And I assume you leave the knife in.
Yeah, of course. That's a death sentence if I pull that shit out now.
As you are doing that, Marcus is his hands are a little shaky, just like, I didn't mean to stab him. I just my body just kind of reacted.
Well, he was trying to stab you, so feel like this is the better outcome?
He nods. Yeah.
I don't like you killed him.
He's alive.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Probably gonna be fucked up, but... I mean, with his line of work, it was only a matter of time, so... Don't stress it out.
Just don't stress it out.
better option than the last time you had to run in with these fuckers.
Yeah.
Lacey just making
Mark.
her way over to Cosmic.
Cosmic is pointing the gun at this dude without any shake or jitter. Cosmic is like rock hard. Sorry, rock solid.
Hands on his shoulder, giving them those fingers. Damn, you actually have been like practicing a lot.
He doesn't say anything. He just nods his head once. Eyes like completely fixated on this dude.
I appreciate the focus, but I'm pretty sure if he moves even 2 inches sideways, Lockhart will punch his lights out.
For a second, Cosmic, his eyes dart to Legacy, and then dart back to the dude. And you can see a little bit of tension ease in his shoulders a little bit. Cosmic probably didn't realize he was as tense as he was.
Is Lockhart interrogating this guy?
I was gonna say, do we have questions for him? Because honestly, I thought we were just on a rush mission right now.
Well, they might know more of where and how many.
Okay. Well, if it's okay, could Lockhart have essentially had him turn around so he's facing this wall kind of thing up against the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is a lift platform, but you can turn him around.
Basically, so it's okay. That works. Over there.
Time out.
Lockhart, while still looking at this guy, not even will comment to Legacy. Honestly, he doesn't even have to move. I could still look him out. And she just glares at the guy in front of her in a threatening way.
He is not making eye contact with you. He has his hands up. He is staring at the wall. Like, he is in prisoner of war mode.
Dude, what the hell, many of your buddies came along with you?
He blinks for a second. Lockhart, you can see his eyes kind of go up into the corner like he's thinking. Then he glances over at you and then glances back at the wall like he's like, no, I'm not going to look at her. I'm just going to talk to the wall. He says, 17. That's including us here. So 13 more.
And the rest went further in with Mr. Fancy Pants.
He nods. Mr. Diego was leading the charge.
What section are they heading to?
He just kind of squints for a second. I think they said Z Alpha 3. Gaia, you know station code.
Mm-hmm.
Station code basically it's very straightforward. Once you kind of get the gist of it, the code is basically the standard alphabet, and you go from A to Z, and the closer you get to Z, the further out from the top layer of the station you get. So A would be street level. B would be below street level by, some number of feet. C would be subterranean. D would be extreme subterranean.
Mm-hmm.
All the way down to Z, which is almost space. So Z Alpha would be near space.
Heard.
And did they have any neat new toys beyond the guns and knives you have here?
He kind of stammers and says, No, we We packed only offensive gear. No spacesuits or anything. No new toys. Mr. Diego said we wouldn't need to bring anything but weapons.
Was there anyone else with it?
Shakes his head. Just him. He turns a little bit, like, this time looking you in the eye, Lockhart. Are you gonna kill me?
No.
Not if you don't, as long as you don't end up following us when you wake up.
Yeah, quick question. Any idea what the plan was coming down here?
He turns a little bit to try and face you, Kaya, and then stops and turns back to face the wall, and he shakes his head. No. We were told to fly Mr. Diego out here and to accompany him to wherever he saw fit. He had a destination in mind.
Mercs don't ask questions, they just shoot.
Even if it means the destruction of the station.
He opens his mouth to try and reply to you, Lockhart, and then just kind of closes his mouth. I don't know that he was going to destroy the station.
Just fuck with the very basis of our power structure. While we're still flying in space.
He looks a little, like, nervous, but he doesn't know what to say. Just like, shit.
She just shakes her head.
Lockhart will look, like, turn her head a bit so she can see Legacy. And then do the same for Kaya. Any other questions?
Yeah, what's the all clear code you're using?
He hesitates for a second and says, Code white.
Yeah. Because, if I remember correctly, the other guy did radio in that there was some fuck shit, right? Now can we tell, is this guy bullshitting?
Roll me a perception check.
All of us? Or just Kaya?
If you're incredulous, you can roll a perception check. I will accept it.
I feel like Kaya's the least incredulous person here, so it would make sense. How many purples?
It's gonna be 3 purple.
And 2 blue.
2 blue from Lockhart?
Yeah.
Another one from Legacy.
Is that 3 purple? No, sorry, 3 purple, 3 blue?
Yeah.
God damn. Paranoid bitches really do be teaching.
shotgun blast of dice. So
Triumph!
Damn, Kaya.
triumph.
Damn.
Triumph!
So, Kaya, with 2 threat, you're not sure if the radio communication went through, but between you and Legacy, you both are pretty sure that this guy's too scared to tell a lie right now.
Marcus, can you get that radio and make sure it's working?
Marcus picks the radio up off the guy on the ground, and the guy whose head is bulleted. He'll take it and then walk over here, and he just holds the radio up. And if after a second it turns on.
Is there any chatter?
It seems to be quiet.
Is there like a specific frequency they're supposed to use, or?
Are you asking the guy?
Yeah.
The guy, he, with his hands up, he just goes, Channel 1 for emergencies. Channel 2 for evac.
Marcus, check the other channels.
Marcus will flip through, and as he flips through, he's like, there's a lot of channels on this thing. There's like 22 channels. But he flips through them. Just... Most of them are dead air. Is there a general channel? The guy with his face still facing the wall just goes, we normally just use channel 3. And we're just communicating. Marcus flips to channel 3. Quiet.
So 1, 2, and 3 are all quiet.
Yeah.
Well, don't know if that means that they heard the absolute jumble of word vomit that guy shouted, or not. But worth keeping that radio on one of you two. She kind of points between Marcus and Cosmic.
Marcus will look at Cosmic. Cosmic looks at Marcus. Marcus will hold out the radio, and Cosmic will holster his gun and take the radio.
You get to, congratulations, friend. You get to play a fire ant if they start trying to talk to us.
He looks at you, Legacy, and then kind of makes a face. He just goes, okay, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, it's
So we're
sounds
done with
more
this one?
accurate than any of us. And she like gestures to herself and Ben Getty at the moment because he's the closest.
Hi.
When have you ever been able to say anything without a hint of sarcasm or annoyance?
He leers at you.
See? It runs in your veins, my friend.
You don't have to say it out loud.
Were you saying something, Iris?
Oh, are we done with this one?
And
Unless you
Marcus will ask something. Are the radio stations normally all quiet? The guy, without turning around, just goes, no. There's usually chatter.
No, not again.
Oh, well, they're waiting for the all clear signal?
It's possible. I don't know.
look at Cosmic.
Cosmic will look back, and then he tunes to channel 1, and he will pull the thing in, click the button in, and say, code white, all clear, and then and there's no response. Could the signal maybe not reach them?
Joe?
Yeah?
What kind of radios are these? I'd like to have Kaya bring at it.
These radios are pretty high tech, but there's an upper limit to how much they can penetrate through layer and layers of steel. Like, any radio is gonna work through open air, but once you start going deep into the station, the radios are going to become less effective.
Could be out of range.
Alright, and like, what's the range on this, if Kai could guesstimate? If you need to make a science roll, I understand.
On these walkies, it would be easily like 8-10 miles.
Okay.
Possibly more.
Could she guesstimate through metal floors?
Guesstimating the station, I forget how thick it is, but it's not miles thick. You would be able to guesstimate that any sort of signal trying to transmit through like 10 feet of solid steel would get cut basically in half. It would be attenuated all to shit. So if they're going to Z alpha, which is the top layer of the topmost floor of the bottommost layer, they're going to be way down. There's going to be no signals that get out of that can reach that far. Not unless it is hardwired into the floor and like a hardline connection to someone down there. A radio signal is not going to make it.
Okay. Imagine Kaya walked over, grabby hands for the radio so she can check it out.
Cosmic will give it to you.
Then he turns it around in her hands, looks at the serial number, because I'm sure there's some antenna-ish thing.
Yeah.
He just hands it back to Cosmic. Yeah, I mean, they probably are if they went down that deep. That's like 8 miles if you're not talking a fuck ton of metal floors. That'll cut that way down.
Kaya, make me a science roll. Or a society roll.
I'll take science.
Okay. At 2 purple.
Okay, let me double check something here. That's applied research, knowledge skill. Nope. Remarkable. You said at how many purple?
2.
Understood. Yeet.
Or success. So you would know that for a lot of interstation projects where people need to communicate with each other, radios can be used in space where there's nothing to get in the way of the signal, but when some big object got in the way, it would cut the signal off. Whenever they were building the station and people had to do work from hundreds of feet apart with like layers and layers of steel and metal and cables between them, there were things in place. There were hard line, basically wired telephones in place so that people on one end of the station could talk to people on another end, or one floor could talk to people on another floor. And it was effectively like an old school telephone. You didn't dial a number. It would just always be an open line to whatever other location was connected to it. Effectively like a stationary walkie-talkie. The only thing is you had to hope someone was able to actually hear it. But it's an old school telephone in the same way that like you could go and pick it up and there's a call signal button which makes the phone on the other end ring. And you're just hoping that someone picks it up.
Okay. Now, are those things that like would have been taken out, or are those things still like implemented into the station?
They're probably not implemented anymore because people generally don't need to use like that far of communication anymore. But ones that were built into the station were probably left there.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I just gonna shrug when she tosses the radio back to Cosmic. Yeah, I mean, probably the only way you'd be able to talk to him is through like one of the old school phones that they might still got around here. Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
I heard you.
Oh, okay.
Just, I don't have anything to say at the moment.
Yeah. Just shrug of like, okay, well, probably didn't hear us. Well, them.
So what do we do? Do we just go down? Do you know where a phone is?
Let me think. Joe, does Kai know where a phone is?
You would be guessing, but generally the hardline, the phone cables, they wouldn't stretch the full length from floor A to Z. That's too far. You would guess that it could maybe reach half that length. So if you got to somewhere in the middle, you could probably find a phone on that floor that radios down to a lower level.
Okay. Yeah, another shrug. Like, I mean, I could give a good guess on where they are. We're not gonna find one here that'll reach. Is it Alpha? Could have to be one lower. I mean, I don't got any more questions for the guy.
Legacy just kind of like crosses her arms and leans around Marcus so she can get like see like a sliver of the dude and see Lockhart's back. Night time.
Is it night time, Lockhart?
It's night time.
Night time.
How do you do it?
Nighttime. It's like going back to Hotel Hell, right at the neck.
Yep.
Throwback.
Chop at the back of the neck.
It is a one hard, fast chunk to the back of the neck. And the dude stumbles, hits his head on the wall in front of him, and then he's gonna wake up with a mad headache.
Well, he's gonna wake up.
You say that, and Cosmic is looking over towards the one he shot.
Ooh.
Then Getty will run over and throw his hands on Cosmic's shoulder and be like, "Good shooting, buddy."
Legacy will just kind of tilts her head, watching him. You good?
Cosmic stares at the body and then blinks. I think so. And he turns to you, Legacy. I feel like I shouldn't be, though. You know?
Legacy nods. That is probably partially adrenaline. But, don't think about it too hard until after we're out of here. Pretty sure several of us have, probably killed without even fully realizing it. But if it's you, or them, or your friend, I know what option I'm choosing.
Cosmic nods. He still looks a little unsure, but he is moderately comforted. Yeah. Marcus puts a hand on his shoulder. You did good. Like Legacy did, don't overthink about it.
Pat Cosmic's arm, pat Marcus's chest. Look at my boys, action stars all of a sudden.
Cosmic, like, it kind of completely goes over his head. But Marcus does the thing. He does the thing that his little token is doing, where he puts a hand over his neck.
Aw.
Then Getty just makes a face and goes, "You guys are dumb. Are we going?"
Well,
Just mad you didn't play the fucking crane game with magnets.
He leers at you again.
We're going after I make sure everyone's alright.
Good.
Yeah, I know you didn't get shot. Some of us did.
Which, by the way, do we recover? Question mark.
Yes. So at the end of combat, you can do your recovery roll, which is a no purple discipline roll,
Believe so.
I think. Yeah.
And that recovers strain?
Yes.
Yo, let's
Technically,
fucking
both.
go.
It depends on which one you're, what you end up getting.
So I got success.
Success, I believe successes are supposed to actually go to
Wounds.
Yeah.
And advantage is strain.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
And you said discipline, correct?
Yep.
Let me double check myself really fast.
Well, if anyone is wounded, I'd like to do medicine check before we head off.
Okay. I'll tell you for free that Marcus is still wounded from the previous fight at Gigadeath.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he is relatively fine. No strain.
Sit down, motherfucker. Sit down, buddy. Buddy old pal.
Marcus is going to take a sit.
Good job. How many purples?
2.
2 purples. 2 success.
2 success. Okay.
Hold. Total. +3.
So 5?
5. Yep.
Okay.
5 healings.
Discipline or cool. This one, of course, this is Star Wars. Each success recovers 1 strain.
Okay.
Pretty sure I always rolled it where a success was a wound and an advantage was a strain.
Okay. So, which one are we doing, Joseph?
Sorry, repeat the second one?
So, the options are discipline or cool.
Yeah.
And it's a straight roll. And by the book, it is a success, a strain per success. I always
So it's only strain.
I always ran it where success was a wound and an advantage was a strain.
I will say if you get a success, you can count it as a wound or a strain. Advantage is only strain.
Ah, okay.
So if you need no extra wounds and you need a little bit of extra strain, you can recover strain.
I'm gonna redo this. Okay. Lockhart, any wound?
Nope, no wounds.
Okay, there is careful inspection to make sure she's not hiding any fucking bullet wounds. None to be found, right?
I dodged them all.
Yeah, okay, and you'd probably lie to me.
You would see the blood.
Just fucking turn around.
I roll.
But compliance, right?
Yes, but compliance.
Good. One's like, okay, you actually did dodge them. Good. Cosmic and McKay didn't get hit, right?
Nope.
You did Legacy?
Nope.
Okay. Kai's gonna go ahead and apply Band-Aid to self. And it's just 3 purple to heal self, right?
To self-heal?
Yeah.
I think, is it 3 purple to heal yourself? It increases by 1.
Yeah, it depends. It is increased by 1 depending on where your wounds are currently. How wounded are you? Half or
below half?
You're below half right now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, as in, like, sorry, I'm at 4 out of 18.
So a current wounds equal to half or less of the wound threshold, so it's 1, and then you increase it by 1, so it would be 2 purple.
2.
Okay, so 2 purple total? Okay. Coolio.
There you go.
Topped up.
And that one is definitely you can also, if you have strain loss, that 1 advantage can be spent on strain. Because that's just the basic of how medicine skills work. But again, to restate it so everybody has heard it recently, if your current wound equal half or less than half of your threshold, it's 1 for a medicine check. If it's more than half, it's 2. If it's exceeding your wound threshold, it's 3.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then critical injuries have their own.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. Well, once Kaya does her rounds, inspections, bandages, all clear. And also, Joe, I don't know if you saw it, but Kaya would make sure that these guys aren't going to die.
Yeah, you'll have to use some of your medical supplies to make sure that the dude who got his face punched in doesn't die.
Okay, it's fine. I brought a lot.
Yeah, I figured you brought a lot.
And Lockhart was looting the bodies. Did you find anything?
Yes. So Lockhart, they obviously have radios on them. They obviously have combat knives. Standard combat. Like, it's a fancy knife, but it's not like a electro knife. They have a combat knife. Of the guns that you find, 2 of them have sidearm pistols, much like the one Cosmic has. 2 of them have submachine guns. 1 of them has a long rifle, and 1 of them has a shotgun.
Hey, Cosmic, you want any of these? I don't know if you know how to shoot any of them.
He kind of grimaces at him. I only practiced with this. And he holds up the handgun.
Well, you're pretty dead-eye shot with it, so...
Thank you. Marcus gestures. Should we take these?
Shove them in a locker and lock it and make sure they can't get to them.
Lockhart will go around to each person and hand them a knife.
Legacy already has a knife.
Exactly.
Here's another knife.
Dual wielding.
Legacy has one, but just in case.
You start to hand her one, and she just like looks at you confused. It's like, I already have one, and it shocks people.
You still have that?
No, not used it yet.
Shrug. Move on to Kaya.
So look at the knife. Kaya's gonna look at the knife. Look at Lockhart. Do I really, need one?
You never know.
She's gonna make one of us take it.
Well, yeah, but it's not like I'm trained in it. I mean, I know how to use it. You fucking melted a man's brain with it?
There's literally enough for each of you to have one.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to, waste it.
What if you need to cut something?
I mean, I got, like, depending on what I need to cut, I've got, like, pliers. There's, fucking fine. Take the fucking knife.
Shove it, like, Lockhart grabs her hand nicely, gently, and wraps her hand around the hilt.
Imagine she was opening up her fucking toolkit arm to be like, yeah, okay, so I've got this, what else do I have? Got a scalpel in here for some reason.
She wraps her hand around it, and she's like, please, just hold on.
Fine.
Legacy is visibly shrunken back at what, like, Kaya said, because she has not openly talked about that.
Sorry. Gonna fucking she'll take the knife, she'll put it away, nice and safe.
He will even hand one to Vengetti for some fucking reason.
He doesn't take it. He just looks at it.
Have to shove it in his lab coat.
Shove it in his pocket.
Why do I need a knife?
Oh, we don't know how dangerous it is going to get the further we go in. It's better to have something than nothing.
Betty, just take it.
He takes it, but he looks like he's going to be sick to his stomach.
Just forget you have it.
If all things go well, you won't need to use it.
Are we going to fight more people?
Yes.
As you say that, Lockhart. Yeah, as you say that, the radio kicks to life, and it is this static, like, and it cuts.
I want to say, before we get distracted by that, I did have a question regarding these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Was there
Yes.
anything Legacy can get their hands on to fuck with?
They have personal devices. What were you thinking?
Is there do any of them look like a work telephone? Like a work provided cell phone or something?
Yeah, effectively. They have their, like, I don't know what else to call it, but their PMC phone.
Do they have their own, like actual, phone made? I feel like they would.
Yeah, like they have a phone specifically, like, no, it is a standard model, like, phone that they use specifically for when they're on the job. It's pretty standard practice for like, mercenary groups to use different phones when they're working for the express purpose of keeping their personal life as far away from their work as possible.
And also,
but you still need a phone
to provide it's not your iPhone, it's whatever the workman's heavy duty phones are usually.
Yeah, it's in the fucking crazy big OtterBox case and whatever. They each have a device like that. They each have a personal device.
Well, she kind of visibly shrunk back at Kaya's words and made a face. And she will go searching through pockets. Just be quiet. And we'll pull out one of those to start messing with.
You pull out, of the ones you pull out, they're all set to vibrate or silent, which you can tell just by, activating the device. And there are plenty of messages on them.
Oh boy. Are they all the "Are you okay" messages?
You'll have to crack into them to get access to their messages, but there are a lot of messages on there, on every device.
Okay.
And then the radio kicks on. What do you do?
Did anyone else catch that?
Cosmic and Marcus shake their head.
No. It means that in range now, though. Sorta. Probably
Someone
got
is.
a few floors down.
Should we get closer?
Just ask him to repeat.
Cosmic will take the radio, and it's on channel 1. These frequencies, or that call came in from channel 1.
Which was
Cosmic
the evacuate channel, right?
No,
channel
No,
1 is the emergency.
Oh,
Yep.
Emergency evacuate general.
Yep. The Cosmic takes it and presses the button in and just goes, could you repeat that? Click. And then there's silence. And then leave. Out. Here. And then it cuts.
They sound panicked.
Yes.
Well, somebody's in over their heads.
Where's the door? Let's get going.
Go into the door.
Yeah. Let's
So
Is it the lift down?
get going.
the lift, it's actually not a door, it is a lift that goes down.
Alright, well, fucking all aboard. Please keep your hands and items inside the vehicle at all times.
Legacy will have made sure that the guns were shoved into a locker or a box or something, so they have to go looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
And as everybody starts
Cram them into a box.
the lift, she just kind of lifts her chin up. I think you guys might want to take sheets of metal again, just in case.
Kai looks at the one she was holding, a hole in it.
I mean, they
Yeah,
worked.
probably.
Grab more sheets of metal.
Grabbing more sheets of metal,
Just
Refresh.
The boys all line up and follow you onto the lift.
And then there's one other thing I was thinking about. That I don't know.
Uh-huh.
The helmets, do they have specialty, like, vision sensors?
They do.
Oh.
As Legacy will start heading towards the lift, pause, look around, see the one that was taken off from this guy, but I remember these are really heavy. And
Yep.
she'll just be like, Marcus.
What? Oh. Do you really want this?
Do you want to see in the dark?
I don't feel like any answer to that, but yes is a dumb answer. And he'll take the helmet.
Legacy will just like smile and just like follow along behind him.
Smart man. Smart man.
I just need you guys, one of you, I don't care which one, to break very specific pieces for me.
Should we grab extras?
Looks towards Lockhart.
Sure. She'll move over grab this guy's. Or actually, is it still connected to the freaking?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the magnet.
Well, Legacy would have dropped, like, turned off the magnet.
Oh, okay.
Because she
Okay.
doesn't, no, she wouldn't, like, people were moving around, she wouldn't want anybody else to get caught by it.
Fair. Yeah, so it's on the ground.
Grab.
It is a hefty piece of equipment.
Shit.
And the helmet itself is I don't know if I ever described it, but the helmet itself is a helmet, but it also is like shoulder pads, kind of like a football player. So it sits on you like a mantle with a helmet lid on it. And then you clip it underneath your armpits. So you can't really you can turn your head inside the helmet. There's enough room, but you can't turn the helmet itself.
It's like those old
The
school
helmet is
diving
like
helmets.
a box. Yeah, it's like that.
You want to know what I think of every time I hear the description of it? This is very specific. The Pacific Rim movie, Cherno Alpha, the Russian one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here.
The big dome, like the domed head on that thing. There's like a tower of a head. Yeah.
Yo, yeah!
Do I know the names of all the Jaegers in that series? Yes, I do.
Yeah, because you're cool.
Okay.
Legacy
So you
start instructing as the lift starts moving on which parts to break, and let's look at Kaya's like, I think we might need something to help them keep it on their face, because I don't think they want to wear these.
Marcus is thinking about it, but it is very evil coated in the way that it is red and black.
I think I've got something. And, Joe, if you'll allow me.
Uh-huh.
Could Kaya, with the help of Legacy, and any other tech person who wants to help, take these cool sensor things and put them in some of her spare, biking goggles?
They wouldn't work quite the same.
Could we transfer anything and make it more portable?
You can roll me a mechanics check at 4 purple.
That's a blue from Legacy.
You get a blue from Legacy.
And a blue from Getty.
And yeah, Ben Getty will also help. He can give you a blue.
Okay. And I have my own 2 blues. So we're gonna go ahead. This is gonna be a lot of fucking dice.
Big ass pile.
So it was 4 purple and 4 blues total.
Yep.
Alright, time for big ass dice pool.
Hey.
So on 5 successes and 3 advantage, you can harvest 1 system from 1 helmet for 1 pair of goggles. And you can harvest only it won't turn off. It would basically be goggles that do this now. And this can be night vision or thermovision.
Which one?
So, that's from one helmet or from both of the helmets? We can only get one.
That's from 1 helmet. So you have 2 other ones.
Okay.
Because the other one got shot through, right?
Yeah.
There were 4, but 1 got shot.
Yeah.
I just go ahead with the night vision, and then we can try to get thermo off of the other one. And then the third one we can leave it up to which one we actually want. But just guaranteeing that we get one of both first would be useful, I think.
Heard. Okay. Alright. Joe, I'd like to go again.
Okay. I'm going to use a DM point to make it harder.
Can I use a hero point?
One red. Sure. So
Okay,
upgrade both once.
I don't need it?
Oh, you got 3, because then that'd be a red and 3 purple, and you still have 4 blue.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. So mechanics. So 3 purple, 1 red, 4 blue. Another fucking... How many dice is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
12?
11, 12, 13.
13.
Jesus. Alright. We have 1 night vision. 2 triumphs!
Damn.
Can I
Triumphs?
get both of them?
No.
Okay,
How many pairs
understood.
of goggles do you have?
Realistically.
Realistically.
She has the one on her head.
Yep.
And she probably has a spare.
Okay.
And you know what? I've got a talent that says deep pockets, so I can produce a small but narratively useful item.
So you want to use deep pockets to have an extra pair of goggles.
Yes.
I will let you, because you got 2 triumphs, have 3 pairs of goggles.
And it's a once per session thing. I'm using one of my once per sessions.
Okay. You have 3 pairs of goggles. You have applied, what was it, night vision to 1?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And with 2 successes, you can apply 1 bonus to another set.
Okay.
So then we
And
thermo on the second set.
I just want to describe, like, the helmet, like, the actual manufacturing of the helmet, when you put it on, it doesn't have, like, eye holes that you see out of. The helmet inside, when you are in the helmet, it is a 360-degree visual representation of the surroundings. Like, you're in, like, a little virtual dome. So the inside...
Sick.
Yeah, to the person inside the helmet, it appears as though you're not wearing anything. You can see perfectly all the way around you. And there is a targeting system built into it for the weapons that are tethered to the system it's a part of.
So they have aim hacks?
They have aim hacks.
Bruh.
Sounds like that'd be good for Cosmic, yeah?
You'd have to wear the whole helmet.
And
which
we'd have to light. And it aim hacks into the weapons in their suit system.
Yeah, so he'd have to connect somehow his gun to the suit.
So cool.
So real cool.
But the act of taking these helmets and cutting 2 eyeball-sized circles out of it and effectively slapping those onto goggles, that's what you're doing. And it is like... I'm not a huge techie dude, but even this is like a little bit sacrilege to me. You're like cutting an LCD screen a little bit. It's horrifying.
I would argue that it could be explained probably better by less cutting shit out, more Legacy digging for the sensors, because she has her visor. She knows how to do kind of like mini projector things.
Okay.
So it's more like would be laying mini projector really rushed, not great, but using the sensors to lay that over the top of the goggles.
Okay. So it's not as disgusting as just cutting a eyeball-sized shape out of the helmet.
No.
Legacy is very into wearable tech.
Okay, it's all about recycling things. This is the 2 paths merge here.
You have 1 left.
So, it would turn this towards first Lockhart. Would Lockhart want a night vision or a thermo?
I don't know. I don't know what the use would be, I guess. I kind of want to give it to the NPCs.
Well, one of them's going to Marcus, anyway.
Yeah.
We have 3 of them. Even then, it'll be Marcus Cosmic. They can each have one.
True.
We're making a turd because Kaya has very deep pockets. Yeah.
I think thermal vision would be useful. I'm just concerned, because there's, liquid coolant here. Is everything naturally hotter? Or something?
Do you mean like the environment?
Yeah.
As not from where you're going, no. Not as you're going down further. It actually gets colder.
Okay. Then I think thermal would be good, then.
Which would Marcus want?
Night vision. Unquestioning. He would want night vision.
He's such a guy. I love him.
So, then what would Cosmic want?
Cosmic? I hate to do it to you, but he's gonna shrug his shoulders and be like, I don't know. I'll take whatever.
Bruh.
He is exactly that type of guy.
You know what? No. I know how to solve this. The video game that he plays the most that's a first-person shooter. Does it have night vision?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, night vision.
Okay.
He is trained.
Okay, so you're gonna make one more night vision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it 4 purples or?
I'm gonna upgrade it again because I want it to be hard. You're gonna earn that shit. So
Understood.
It's 1 red and 3 purple.
But they're so cool, Joe.
They are cool, but you gotta earn it.
And
Okay.
Legacy and Kaya actually working together on tech. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I feel like last time they were both like this into it was before all the bullshit started. Okay, come on. You're made to roll this, please.
Hey.
Whew.
Nice.
There you go. You have night vision goggles.
Night vision.
Thanks.
Yeah, cool, no problem.
We're gonna make sure that all of that video game playing is put to use. She'll even toggle into the color settings that she knows he uses.
Green and black and white.
Mm-hmm.
He looks through them because the elevator shaft it doesn't really have lights as you're going down on this platform. There's a little bit of area around the platform, and there's no lights because it's not like an elevator. There's no elevator lights. There's just lights along the shaft of the downward area, the actual platform shaft it's traveling. So there's lights every 30 feet. So you have a light and then it gets dark, and then you have a light and then it gets dark again. And you're just going down and down and down and down. So you actually have little moments where you can benefit from night vision goggles as you're looking around. But as you continue going down and down and down, there's a little digital panel on the elevator, or not elevator, platform, and it will display basically which letter floor you are on. And as of right now, you are technically still on floor A.
Okay.
But after about 30 minutes, you make it to floor D. And after about another 30 minutes, you make it to floor... Hold on, I gotta do the fucking alphabet because I don't know where letters are.
I want to paint a picture that I am thinking of with this tech shit that's happening. Of Legacy looking at Lockhart and Marcus being like, okay, we need you to break this specific piece in half. And then as they are just casually just snapping shit, You just see Legacy in the corner, like both feet on one end, like both like hands on the other, just like with the whole body trying to break the same thing.
She's got that squirrely strength.
I feel like at some point, would Legacy start using her teeth? If it's really stubborn, okay.
If it's something small, yes.
Yeah.
Have you
Wires?
seen her
Yeah.
gnawing on a like fucking like pickle jar or some shit before? Probably.
I love Legacy.
Lockhart and Marcus step in before the thought of like, maybe teeth will work comes in.
They have all seen Legacy like trying to open a water bottle and has having resulted in the like molars. That's like you fuckers haven't done that in real life.
No comment.
Nah. I was the friend designated to open bottles.
Okay, sorry. So you guys get to, after another 30 minutes, you get to floor I to J. Each of these floors is several, like, additional floors. It's almost like each letter floor is like a building-sized structure, which is how you have, like, Z alpha. So the first part of the last floor, and they're in a section, the third section of that floor. But each time you tick down to a new letter, it's like H alpha, H beta, H zeta, or not
Charlie.
zeta, fucking Charlie, sorry. Or, well, it's not Charlie, it's I don't know what the next letter of the Greek alphabet is. But for alpha, beta, I don't know. I just fucking don't know.
I'm looking it up.
Delta,
Alpha, beta, gamma.
gamma. It goes through the Greek alphabet for the floors within the letter. But it just slowly ticks more and more and more and more. And you're going deeper and deeper and deeper. And after a while, the temperature starts to drop really, really low, to the point where you can see your breath. Because you are getting further and further away from an area that is properly conditioned for people to live. So it is getting cold. And Kaya, it's reminding you of that time you went outside the station because, like, the sheer cold that hit you when you were on the hyperlane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what fun memories to think of right now.
Mm-hmm. It is this cold. It is this exact cold.
Whew.
Colder gets, the grumpier Legacy gets.
Legacy can have Kaya's leather jacket.
You guys just keep going down and down and down, and the radio does not start up again. It has gone completely silent. Testing it results in nothing but static. Are you guys going straight down to Z Alpha 3?
If there's nothing stopping them on the way.
There's nothing in the way. You just keep going down and down and down. As you get closer to Z, the letter, not the person. As you get closer to the Z floor, roll me a perception check at 3 purple.
Plus
Everyone roll me.
3 blues in total.
Sure. Yes.
At 3 purple.
Party dynamics.
3 purple, yeah.
God bless the paranoid bitches. I still failed, but hopefully you guys have better luck. Holy shit!
Triumph.
Hey!
Triumph.
I spoke it into existence!
Kaya is too busy working on the goggles, because it takes you a while to make these goggles. You are working basically from the moment you step onto the elevator. Platform, sorry. But as the platform is going down and down and down, Legacy, you notice something on the wall as you're kind of fiddling with some piece of tech. There's something that catches your attention on the wall, and when you try to squint at it, the wall that is sliding up around you, you can see that there's like a crease in the wall. And I don't mean like an indentation. Like if somebody hits the wall, it will bend, and there's like a dent. But I mean a crease, like if you bend your arm and look at your elbow, the crease, your elbow between your forearm and your bicep, that like crease of skin, there is a crease in the metal, like that. It looks soft. It's not a I guess a shape. It's not a shape that you would expect metal to have. It looks wrong. It looks like a cartoonish texture applied to a real life thing. And there's just a crease, like every 10 or so feet, there's a different one. Like a fold, like part of the metal is folding over itself. And Lockhart, you also see this. It folds in the same way that like someone's skin would fold.
Is it touchable as we're going down?
Yeah, you can touch it. Do you touch it?
Yeah.
The metal gives under your fingers. It's soft. It's cold. It's cold like metal, but it's soft, like you're touching skin.
Lockhart will look to Legacy, because I assume she clocked that Legacy notice as well.
I mean, Legacy's just staring as was watching Lockhart like touch the wall. What are you fucking looking at me? I don't know.
Kaya, could you take a moment to look at this?
Does metal ever go soft?
I mean, depends on the kind of metal. And, you know, what
metal.
the alloy is. What? Kaya's gonna fucking down. Just like, look over, and what the fuck are they looking at? The fuck are you talking about? Just gonna walk over.
You walk over to the wall that's slowly going up and up and up and drifting past you as you go down on this platform. And after they point it out to you, you see like as it slowly drifts from the bottom of the platform up and past your head, you see a little like a crease. Like there's an elbow crease in the metal. And at first you think it's like an optical illusion. Like you're not like it visually it doesn't make any sense. There's the texture of metal can't do what it's doing. It doesn't fold that way. And so you just kind of like blink and expect it to go away, but it doesn't. It's still there.
Is it pinchable?
Yeah. You reach out, and as one is drifting slowly up again, you pinch it. And if it pinches between your fingers, it has an unsettling, familiar quality to it, like you're pinching someone.
I don't like that.
Okay. So, Joe, I'm assuming that this isn't like a fucking mercury alloy metal, right?
No.
Yeah.
That, for all intents and purposes, that is a wall that should be made of steel or iron or something.
Okay. Well.
And there's just a flabby little piece. Every 10 to 20 feet, there's just a little flabby part. Like a wrinkle.
Yeah. Could I try and identify what the fuck?
Roll a science roll.
Okay.
This would be a 5 purple.
Huh. Well, boys, do I upgrade it?
Might as well. We have 4 points.
Then he gets one.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take that.
Hey.
Upgrade a bit.
No! It's not fair! It's outrageous!
I know you had a plan for that, didn't you, huh? Okay, 5 purple. Now, do I have anything to boost on science? That's all along. Mechanics checks, fixing shit. That's fixing shit better, that's fixing people better. That... Reroll 1 skill set, that's for science and discipline. Nope, alright. Just gotta double check. Here we go. Oh no. That's a weird fucking roll.
Yeah, it is. A lot of advantage.
It's all advantage and threat.
Yeah. But the wall, like, you know intuitively that this wall is solid. It has structure to it. Like, you can reach out and touch some of the slow-moving, solid part of the wall and feel that it's solid and cold and hard. It has rigid texture and shape. And then if you trace with your eyes where your hand is touching 3 or 4 feet to the right, and then look at that little flab, you can touch right there and feel that it is soft, like skin. It does not make sense.
I just gonna turn to Legacy and Lockhart. I don't know what's going on here. What this is. Nothing about it makes sense. Like, it's breaking physics right now, which I don't know how to feel about that.
So, what Dreamer's here?
Fucking... Probably.
What floor are we at?
It's been another... J or H was the last one.
It was J at the last one.
Yeah.
Do we want to stop? See what's going on at the current floor?
How much more fleshy is it gonna get?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess we could stop to see if it extends outward, but I have a sneaking suspicion that we're not going to find anything until we get lower.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was afraid of.
It's just a matter of how big is the radius this far up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. What about Ben Getty? What's his reaction? What's he doing here? What's
Poking
he doing
the wall.
right now? You know what? Fair.
Should have expected that.
He is just staring at it, poking the soft parts of it as they drift by little by little.
Do you have any thoughts?
No. I've got nothing. Last time there was metal like this, I think you remember.
I did stab you a couple times, Lockhart.
Oh, fat fucker? What was it, Observer?
And Getty nods. Marcus looks at Legacy and just says, "We're heading in the right direction then." Right?
Yeah, because that's where Jonathan wanted to go. Somehow thinks he's going to be able to control that thing. Or join with it and control it or something. Figure that he's like, what, half metal at this point? How successful that's going to be.
Well, do we keep going?
We
Can't exactly
have a choice.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get killed by the Dreamer, then we need to make sure whatever he's gonna do because he's mad is gonna not happen.
Hey. Marcus looks at he turns away to look at the wall and sees a particularly large wrinkled patch slowly drifting up and up and up. You don't think that this elevator shaft is gonna go completely soft, do you?
Less concerned about the shaft, more concerned about the railings that we're on. But we've not seen anything like that happen to the railings yet, so...
We can probably try and find other shafts around here. There's always at least 3 or 4 exits.
I figure we keep going down on this one until we feel like it is unsafe, though.
Okay. It just keeps going. Every little bit. You are all still working on the goggles, mind you. Still making them, putting them together. But every second that passes, you get further and further down, deeper and deeper into the bowels of the power grid that is Power Grid Alpha. And colder and colder it gets until it is easily like maybe 20 or 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Bitter cold. with stagnant, still air. But as you're continuing down, these little wrinkle patches get a little bigger and a little wider until they are as big and wide as your the full length from thumb to pinky and from palm to tip of finger.
Is the elevator still stable?
It's still making the same sort of noises, like still like rickety, not rickety, but like as it's going.
May,
Everything's still working, it appears.
may I be a little bit of a nerd for a second?
Sure.
Because I have a thing that works in this situation. My uncle builds elevators.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
So I know how elevators work. There is no possible way with any modern elevator, so I would assume it would be true of future elevators, true, for the elevator to drop you, short of the building is collapsing around you. There are safety measures that have been put in place that essentially catch the elevator if it is no longer safe or if something is happening to it. Now, you could be stuck on the elevator, but the movie scenario of a cable snapping or something like that and you just falling in modern elevators is completely impossible.
Neat. I didn't know that.
So
That's
just
reassuring.
if you're ever nervous with elevators, it's going to be a claustrophobia thing and a heat thing, because all of them are going to remain ventilated. You will have air, you just won't have AC probably if the power's out, and you the most that you will fall is maybe 2 or 3 feet to get caught on something, and then you will not go any further down.
Neat.
I forgot. This was lore unlocked at DragonCon.
That's why, honestly, escalators are part of the reason why I still have issues with escalators. They are more dangerous than elevators are. Of course, your world, you run it however you want, Joe, but I needed to do an input. PSA, people are scared of elevators.
I'm glad to have correct info. As you are continuing down the elevator, there is a moment where it does jostle you, and it doesn't fall so much as it shifts up and down and shakes like a good foot-ish. Like it skips. And then as you quickly turn around and see if you look on the image here, like this track that it's on, there is a moving mechanism, like a rolling wheel that is carrying you down, and it hit a soft patch on the track.
Well, that's just cheating.
But I need to help Claire for a second.
Okay.
So as this long elevator ride is going on, I'm going to go get something for Claire, and I will be right back.
5-minute break.
Okay. I need the bathroom.
I need to get my meds. So.
whenever everyone else is back.
I'm here. I like that this officially establishes a pattern with Legacy of fire ant helmets. Cool. My turn to play. These are toys. Because we fucked around with the last one, because that's where we discovered Marcus had super strength. Well,
He wasn't supposed to have super strength.
He wasn't supposed to be a lot of things, and then you just did.
You guys egged me on.
I'm back.
Hello.
Just waiting for the moment where we get stuck in. It's like, okay, Legacy, climb.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. We're all back. Now, elevator going down. It skips a beat, causing everyone to get jostled for a hot second. And you're continuing down. it doesn't take long before that jostle happens again. And everyone's thrown for a loop as it... and it continues on the track. As the soft patches are getting more frequent and larger still. And eventually, there is a... and the platform hits the soft patch and dislodges it from the track. But there's not a lot of room, so it doesn't fall. It dislodges itself and gets stuck at an oblique angle in the shaft of the elevator. Everyone is at a tilt, like a 20-degree tilt to the corner.
Do we see a door?
There is a door about 20 feet above you. There's also part of a door below you that's peeking out.
How much, like, would Marcus as the
Oh.
biggest one be able to squeeze through the opening?
No.
Okay.
No shot. It is enough room for the scrawny of the group to fit through. But not Marcus for sure.
Well, fuck.
Got rope.
Again. Probably Kai has rope.
Doesn't someone have a grappling hook?
Someone does have a grappling hook.
I do. Legacy just like takes a moment, looks around. Everybody good?
As good as we're gonna get. Yep.
Kaya.
Yup. I'm looking for rope.
You made a thing. You made a thing. Have a thing.
Can you be more specific? I make a lot of shit.
Grappling hook.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Aim it for that ledge.
You point it and it's not a very heavy kick back from the grappling hook, but it shoots up and leaves a nice spiral, ropey trail behind it. And it locks onto the edge.
And looks towards Kaya. We do still need rope because we need rope to get them up.
Yep. So yeah, you take this. Arms up.
Arms up.
Ties rope around Legacy's waist.
I imagine it's not actually rope. I imagine it's like cable.
Yeah, it's
like power
cable.
cord.
A really strong, durable cable. Tied around. It flashbacks to the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back.
Cool.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna be back. You're gonna go up there.
What?
Starts climbing.
Yeah.
You climb up to the little bit of ledge where there's a closed door. These doors are like Star Wars blast doors, where they're wide and they open in the middle. But they are shut. As you clamber up and get on the little bit of lip that there is, what do you do? There's a control panel, there's an emergency access control panel that is like embedded into the wall.
We're going for that.
Roll me an athletics check to pry this panel off the wall.
Can I argue coordination instead?
I will let you roll coordination this time because you are balancing while you do it, and I think it would make sense for Legacy to be able to balance and use her weight in this situation.
What am I rolling?
It's going to be 2 purple. Five advantage, Jesus.
She's fast.
You lean real hard on it, and it doesn't want to give, and then all at once just and then slams open. Inside, you can see the nuts and bolts of the door controls.
Just start tinkering away until it finally opens for her.
Yeah, all right. Roll a straight hacking roll.
She's not in a particular rush right now because she is comfortable with heights and being in precarious spots.
Yeah, but with no purple, just a straight hacking roll to see how long it takes you. Okay, so it takes you a couple minutes. Everyone down below is just kind of watching Legacy futz with the door. And after a minute or two of futzing with it, you get and it cracks and starts to open. And as it does, you can see that on the inside of this door, it leads down a long corridor that is like a very hefty steel, like straight corridor. And the walls have that every like 20 or 30 feet, there's a patch of wrinkle that you can see. But the emergency lights are on. Let me go. These corridors are oddly familiar. Let me find my little thing here. This one.
She will make sure that the doors open up at least enough that she thinks Marcus can squeeze through.
Mm-hmm.
She steps in, and she will just like stand there in the doorway for a moment and listen really hard before she moves. Make sure that she doesn't hear anything.
You stand in that hallway for a minute and listen as closely as you can. And you hear what sounds like thumping. Like a distant thump, 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 thump of something.
Getting closer or louder, or just kind of like staying there?
Staying put.
Okay. So she will kind of look around. She tried to work the cable up over one of the, like, these things in the roof.
Yeah. You see, you can scramble up there easy. Well, not easy enough, but you're not under duress, so you can scramble up there and loop that cable around a hefty, like collection of wire.
She'll loop it around a few times and then land with like the bottom, like the last little section still holding onto it, and just like think for a second and then walk back over to the door. Well, I secured it kinda. Think Bengetti and Cosmic first, and then we'll go lightest to heaviest. Sorry, Marcus.
He just kind of waves. It's okay. I understand. Need a boost? Bengetti and Cosmic look at each other, and then rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. And Bengetti loses. He steps up and will grab onto the cable. And he does not have good climbable ability. He is not a strong man, but he does his best and is able to scramble up. It takes a lot of coaxing and a good 10 minutes for him to climb 20 feet. But he gets there. He clambers up to the top. Out of breath, just... This fucking sucks. night gym class.
Remind me to make sure that you are going on the morning runs.
I'm not going on a morning run.
Oh, yes, you are. And she's already, like, tying the end around his waist. Because Legacy has more confidence in her ability to pull than his.
He is confused at why you're tying it around his waist, but then sees that you're getting ready to pull, and he's just like, he'll put his hands on the rope that is not tied to him, and will help pull as well. Cosmic will go next. And Cosmic is relatively easy to pull up. He's also not incredibly strong, but he is also, like, he's got a squirreliness to him similar to Legacy. Who's next?
Lockhart is looking at Kaya like and has a slight frown of concern.
Oh, go ahead. You go first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay. Lockhart, I'll go next.
Okay. As you climb onto the cable and start to clamber up, when your weight leaves the square or leaves the platform, you feel the platform, it slides a little bit because it is set to the side and tilted. It starts to list at that angle. And Marcus and Kaya, you are both standing here as it's dipping. You're both tipping into what is the rest of the elevator shaft. Can you make me a coordination roll, Kaya?
Yeah. Kaya's fear of heights is not helping her.
You're afraid of heights, that's right.
Yeah, that's why Kaya's like, no, you go first. I don't want to climb right now.
Yeah, you're gonna roll this with at least a black then.
Okay. How many purple?
It's 2 purple.
Okay, so 2 purple, 1 black. Understood. Aye. Whew.
1 success.
One success. That's a set?
The floor.
Mm-hmm.
That success. What?
I was gonna say, she's already nervous about having to climb a rope like 20, 30 feet. She's already on edge. That should happen. She immediately is going to clamp on to Marcus with her hand.
You clamp onto Marcus, and Marcus clamps onto the wall, and he clamps on, unfortunately, to a pliable soft part and grips the shit out of it.
Oh no.
Which you can tell by his face he's not happy about, but
Does it mold to his hand?
it doesn't mold to his hand, but he's like gripping a like wad of it. And he's holding onto it. Kaya, as you're grabbing onto Marcus and holding on, the platform tips a little bit, and you see just for a second as it tips, and you're near the like lower end, that this elevator shaft goes a long way down.
Oh fuck!
You guys, and like you can look up, and it just disappears into like a gray mist. It is just, you are sitting in the most like long and straight, narrow tube. This complete like it feels bottomless and it feels topless at this point. Like there's no surface to this. It's just always, it's forever in both directions. An infinite elevator shaft of just nothing but falling.
Oh, this is so not good.
Lockhart up. Lockhart up.
Yeah.
Cart.
Lockhart's climbing.
You're climbing up? Okay.
There was a concern, but she
if
can't
you're
really
up
help.
between the four of us, we can pull them.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep.
You guys get up though.
The Smalls band together and yank, and Lockhart. Lockhart is heavy because Lockhart's muscle.
But she's
Yep.
not metal.
She's not metal. So
3 of their
Lockhart is-
limbs are metal.
carefully pulled up. And Lockhart, you manage to grab onto the ledge and pull yourself all the way up.
Very, very quickly ties the rope around her waist and calls down to Kaya and Marcus.
Marcus, tie it around the end of your waist.
Marcus will carefully maneuver over.
Cool.
I need to make a coordination roll.
She will help. She's trying not to panic, but she's gonna help.
Then he's the stopper at the end, so Kaya can start trying to climb, and if she slides down, she slides onto Marcus.
Yep.
So, Kaya, if you have to make a coordination roll as Marcus is moving across, because as he moves, you can feel the weight of the platform, like.
Okay, how many purple?
2 purple.
Okay. Am I still rolling with that black?
Yes.
Okay.
One success, one threat.
Starting to hyperventilate a little bit, but she's functional.
You will take a strain, but with the one success, you follow Marcus, who, as he's going, he slips and loses his footing, but you're able to catch him. Right him.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay. It's fine. It's fine. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna go. We're gonna. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Think about safety harnesses.
Don't think about safety harnesses. Do not.
Strap him in a safety harness.
Marcus,
okay.
He grabs the cable and he ties it around his waist. He will usher you, Kaya. He's like, grab on, and you climb, and then I will climb after.
I don't know if I could climb. You know, maybe we should just go first. Probably. That'd be faster.
I'm heavier than you.
Well, yeah, but you.
Kaya, up or down?
Jill, the door that's down. The door that's down. Has it gotten any bigger in the last 5 minutes, perhaps, by chance?
Because by virtue of the platform dipping slower into the corner, you can see more of that door.
Does she see a control panel? Because it's not open is the issue.
The control panel is still slightly obstructed by the platform.
Shit. Okay.
You want to go up, my friend?
If it was tipped just a little bit more, you could reach it.
Kaya, just focus on the rope. Don't look up or down. Just focus on the rope.
Marcus is not going to let you fall. We're not going to let him fall.
We won't let either of you fall.
Right, yeah, okay, just focus on the rope. The rope that I brought here. Just gonna go. He's gonna try and start climbing.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
Okie doke. How many purples?
That's gonna be 2 purple and a black.
2 purple and a black. Ah, shit, okay.
Rather than having Kaya climb, could we start pulling them up?
Yeah, that's part of my thought process of having them tied.
Yeah.
So there's fewer needs to climb.
If you pull as well, you'll be lifting Marcus up. With him, with Kaya.
We have 4 people.
Okay. Kyle, you still need to make the check to hold on because you are fear-stricken. So you need to hold on.
Is this athletics at 2 purple, 1 black?
Yes.
Could I argue for coordination?
No, you have to. Okay. You need to grip it.
Okay, understood.
Could she get a blue if Marcus is kind of helping pin her to the rope?
Not this time.
Okay. Understood. Oof.
You grab onto the rope, but your palms are getting sweaty from fear.
Mm-hmm.
And your grip is slick. And the cable that is we say rope, it's actually like a cord. It's a cable. And the actual cord doesn't have any sort of friction, ribbing of any kind. It's smooth. It's totally smooth. So when you grab onto it and try to climb, your grip slips and it makes your feet kind of dance a little bit and you kind of get nervous. You can't get a solid grip on this cord.
Shit.
Marcus just goes, okay, here's what we're going to do. He's going to untie it from his waist and he's going to tie it onto your waist.
Oh, but...
You go first, then throw it down, and I'll go next.
But what if I'm not fast enough? Why can't we just both go up?
He puts the hand on your shoulder and he says, Kaya, you're not fast enough right now.
Damn.
Oof.
He pats you on the shoulder, says, go. I will wait here. The platform isn't going anywhere.
Okay, man. I feel like at this point there's tears starting to form in her eyes at this. She's just gonna swallow, and there's just a shaky nod as she just shaky hands finishes tying it. Yeah, we're gonna throw down back to you. Okay, bud?
He nods. You got it. You're good. And then he will tug on the rope. It's like, pull. And they grew up. I need a communal athletics check from the Smalls and Lockhart.
I feel like it's like Lockhart actively pulling and all 3 of the Smalls just holding and running backwards.
Pretty much. Yeah, everyone throws it over their shoulder and starts running in the opposite direction of the entrance.
I feel like Lockhart maybe has her legs up against the wall or something.
Threshold.
Yeah.
So are you wanting us to give blues to Lockhart, or are we all rolling athletics separately?
I was going to say you all roll it separately, and the number of successes and failures from that as a net will go towards pulling Kaya. But it's 2 purple. You got story points.
It doesn't help when I only have 1 singular green.
Hey Joe. As a just in case, could Larry have started getting away at that lower door control panel?
I will let Larry, he can fly around and get to that lower control panel, but it will put him out of visual range of you. He will be underneath the panel, or underneath the platform, to get access to it, because he has to fly over and through the hole that it made on the opposite side to get down to it.
Would that put him in danger? Because it's not falling, it's tilting, right?
It's tilting, but will it put him in danger is a question you have to answer. Because it's tilting in a way that it could fall more.
Shit.
But he can be down there getting the panel.
I guess realistically, Kaya wouldn't have been able to order him to do that. Would he think to do that?
I think if you as the player have that idea, I think it's fair to say that he could have that idea. Because he is your drone, so it's like, why not?
Alright, do you guys think it's worth the risk, just in case?
Oh, man.
No?
Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know.
He zooms up and around and will go under.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Uh-huh.
Heads, he goes for it. Tails, he does not. Tails, he does not.
Nope, okay. So he's staying put.
Larry is also up top, pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He flips up top and grabs the cable and starts to pull with his with all of the little his -1 strength.
Does he give a blue?
He can give a blue to he'll give a blue to Lockhart. Cumulatively, he gives the Smalls and Larry can give a blue to Lockhart.
Okay, and how many purples did you say?
2 purple.
Understood.
Yep. No.
Hey.
5 advantages and 1 triumph and 1 threat.
Oh, no. Successes. Fuck.
So you all pull.
Triumph would count as a success.
The triumph gives you a success. You all heave and lift Kaya into the air. Kaya is heavy because she's not like unmuscular. Plus she has a metal arm. So you're lifting the weight of her and her arm.
Yeah, she's thick with a metal arm.
Mm-hmm.
And a toolbox.
Yeah, heavy ass tool bag.
And let me roll for the boys because they get their roll. So that's going to be 1, 2. They both rolled the same. Oh no! All added together, it's 1 triumph.
Yep.
Oh my fucking
That's
God.
why I was like, let it be blues, man. Just like mathematically, this is worse.
So as you are all teaming up together to help do your best, you heave and Kaya's airborne. Kaya is dangling, but she's not up yet. As Kaya is dangling, the platform shifts again, and it gets steep. Like it tilts further, so now it is like almost vertical. And Marcus like scrambles and grabs onto the edge and kicks 1 foot out, so he is pushing 1 foot into the wall and holding on to the top of the platform with his other arm. And he's looking down into the abyss below. And just like, climb.
Yeah, start climbing.
You start to climb up. Now, you can all... Lockhart, you can roll an athletics check.
Okay, I'm using a story point.
Okay.
Upgrade. Still 2 purple?
Still 2 purple.
Okay.
You heave, and with that, you're able to pull. You like start taking steps back and just like step, and then Kaya slowly drifts up to the top. And Kaya, you grab a ledge.
Dart
Grab a
forward
ledge.
as soon as she sees Kaya. And just like
Scramble
starts,
on.
Yeah, scrabbling on her like her shoulders and arms, yoinking her as bodily as she can.
Untying the rope as fast as she can.
Yep.
You're untying the cable.
I'm sorry, Kai, you're getting up here as fast as possible, as undignified as possible. Shoved
Actually,
along the ground.
You know what? Would it be faster to just cut the cable where it's tied off on Kaya?
Yeah, if you just cut it around where the loop is so that you didn't have to untie it.
yeah, just can scramble up, get pulled on, very, kind of plops on the floor, immediately cuts the cable off.
Yeah, you land on the ground, cut the cable. It is free, and you can toss it to Marcus. As you toss it over, Marcus is holding on awkwardly. You have to toss it over the now wall that you can see of the platform that has tilted this far. But it tosses over and dangles down on the other side. And you see Marcus shift his grip a little bit. And he is carefully trying to, with one hand, loop it around his waist. I will roll coordination for him. Where's the Marcus sheet? He's not uncoordinated. Wow, he rolled really good. So he takes a minute and just goes deep breath, and then loops it around his waist with one hand, and then brings it back up and around and ties it in one little knot, and then loops it around again and ties it in another little knot, and then he tugs on the rope. Now I need another athletics check. From everybody.
Alright.
So, you guys cool if I use another point?
Use it.
Cool.
Said 2 purple?
That's 2 purple.
Okay, can I take off the black now, or is it still on?
You can take off because you are not in danger of height.
Okay.
But I will upgrade the difficulty of Lockhart's check by 1.
Okay. Well, I already rolled, but I guess I'll re-roll?
Yeah, just re-roll with an upgraded. So 1 red, okay. 1 purple.
Got it.
Don't forget your upgrade too that you used.
Yeah.
Blue from Larry.
In the blue from Larry. Kai got a success.
That is way better.
It's way better. Okay. So you all lean back together and pull. And as you're pulling, the cable gets taut over the edge of the platform. And Marcus is lifted. He's really heavy. He is just a big person on top of having 2 metal arms. And he is hoisted over to the edge. And as soon as his weight is off of it, the platform goes into this swinging, it's precariously balanced along the diagonal here, so it's just kind of sitting there hanging and teetering back and forth. And you slowly reel him in. He has to scramble to get over top of it, but he pulls up to the edge, and he is safe. He looks at you, Kai, and he's just like, see? Totally fine. Totally fine. All good. All good.
Kai is going to... She's probably on the floor. Imagine... I'm fucking tired. Imagine he's also on the floor. He's pulled up. She is going to pull him in for a very tight hug.
Oh. He hugs you back and will pat you on the back. We're good. We're good. See, we made it. We're climbing. Really, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Larry drifts down and hugs the top of your head, Kaya.
Okay, everyone okay?
Legacy is hands on knees, kind of shaking, probably in between Bingetti and Cosmic at this moment, who I imagine Bingetti is on the floor.
Yes.
And she is staring for a long moment at Kaya and Marcus. And then we'll say this loud enough everybody can hear. She looks towards Bingetti. Can you do small winches?
Bangetti blinks. Small winch?
Points at Marcus.
He just raises an eyebrow and gives you this, like, what the fuck?
Fucking, he's going first next time. I need help.
Yeah, I think he's earned it.
I just don't want there to be a next time.
That would be for the best.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down for a bit.
As you, like, kind of scooch over to the part of the wall where you can sit down, your hand touches a soft part of the ground.
Scooch over a little further away from that.
What floor are we on?
Not
Elevator
near the
phone?
bottom, because you couldn't see the bottom.
Can we not talk about the height?
It's Legacy's turn to go over and check Marcus over, even though she knows, logically, there is nothing that he could have been hurt with.
He stands there, like, hands on hips, breathing really hard like he just ran a fucking marathon. Like, good. One piece. All in one piece. I'm emotionally compromised, but I'm good.
Forehead to chest.
He, like, holds your head to his chest. Like, I don't want to go to a climbing gym, ever.
Oh, they're not that bad, usually. There's, like, padding and shit. Normally, like, you can see where you're going to land. Fuck is this place, man?
As you say that, Legacy, you can see out of the corner of the doorway, just under the corner of it, there is a label here that says R Beta 2.
R section. That's over halfway through the alphabet, right?
Cosmic holds up his hands and fingers, and you can see him counting A, B, C, D, E, F with each finger. And then after a second, he goes, yeah. I guess we gotta find another elevator?
No.
Well, we have to find another way down, elevator or not.
That would be preferred.
Yeah. I can
You sure about
try.
that? I imagine, like, Legacy just, like, goes and, like, pokes her toe into, like, a soft patch on the floor. It's like, stairs are also going to be a problem, just remember that.
Fuck this place.
Yeah, does anyone have an explanation as to why there's just squishy?
An explanation.
Is it Dreamers?
Yep. You remember when we dealt... Well, not you, Cosmic. I don't think you were there unless you were in a different section of the crowd.
Oh.
But the dreamer we ran into, it was just taking all of the metal and turning it into, like, little flesh monsters and tentacles and shit. It, I imagine, has gotten very big.
Marcus is standing and he leans forward and puts his hands on his knees and just goes, "Oh, shit. Oh."
Is that a tired oh shit, or is that a remembering something oh shit?
A little bit of both, because he's remembering, like, oh, that's the thing we're heading towards, probably. And also, I'm so tired.
I think we all deserve a rest here.
Lacey kind of smirks and, like, rub his shoulder. Well, we'll find you a metal chair to beat them with.
Oh. Never gonna live that down, am I?
It was actually a little charming.
Thank you. And I think we'll end it here on a brief bit of respite on floor R in the bowels of the power grid.
Jesus. R is for regret.
I was gonna be so mad if you killed Marcus by just falling down a fucking elevator shaft. What kind of way is that to go, man?
Man.
An eldritch elevator shaft.
He just falls down the squishy shaft.
No. It's even worse.
Mm-hmm. He rolled too good. He doesn't have a high coordination, but he rolled 3 successes.
Good, good, good.
What I really wanted more than anything was Lockhart to roll a
Despair?
what is the opposite? Yeah, a despair. I really wanted you to roll a despair so I could say the cable snaps.
Oh my god.
You would kill me, man. I could never. I'd be so sad.
I hate athletics rolls. Athletics brawl melee. Brawn is Legacy's dump stat. She has 1. And everything else she has at least 2, so at least it's a fighting chance.
So I feel Kaya has to make a cool check. Jesus Christ, man.